What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, workday is nearly over, but I thought I'll do myself a favor and end the day a bit earlier. You know, so I can take care of what really matters, which is uh, making content. I looked at the statistics, and it seems like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of hours of this content has circulated through the internet. And I just wondered to myself, like, wow, that's crazy. That is crazy to imagine that so many people have wasted that many hours of their lives. If you combine everything combined, it's like the amount of time of one human being, at least, you know, their entire life. But anyway, let's not get into the philosophical matters now. Let's focus on what's really important here is the facade of chess. Oh, crap! What a stunner. Okay, we got stunned early on. It happens. It happens. And it generally tends to make the game more entertaining. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. So, how do we handle this situation? It's not easy to say. It's not easy to say. I think a center pawn strength maybe matters. We are a piece down. So, sometimes when you're a piece down, you try to go for a wild counter attacking slog. But at other times, you just got to play a bit more balanced. I think this situation at least doesn't call for any kind of extreme behavior. I would prefer the balanced approach. Time management becomes really important in such situations because if you don't have an edge on the position, at least you can try to win it on time, you know. Never underestimate the power of the clock. And you see here we get a bit of a desperate move. I'm not saying desperate is the wrong word, but a move that is itching for an exchange because he knows he's ahead. So he's itching for root exchanges. But this actually presents itself with an opportunity for white, you know, because it's a suboptimal move. So yeah, there is reason to be a little bit optimistic. You know, if people are itching too hard for trading pieces, they are making positional concessions along the way, which can backfire. And now we've got his bishop all the way back, and we're gonna harass this knight as well. Keep the pressure on this queen. He's probably gonna come here and try some of these shenanigans now. What do we do in that case? Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. Might have to preemptively play a move like this, which I kind of don't like to do, because this bishop can exploit a very weak hole. It's weak because this bishop is nowhere near to getting there. So, yeah. As knight obviously wants to come in here. I think we're going to have to challenge this open file. Maybe it results in a trade of one pair of rooks. But that might be a necessary evil. Good news is time is slipping down for both sides. We want to not be too quick nor too slow. Queen here is a bit naughty. There are tactics like this that come into play. So I'm just keeping him off the rook file. Let's continue to at least press somewhere. We like this awkward knight, this cramped bishop. We like this. We're doing the best we can with the little shit that we have, okay? And we can keep the pressure going. Just slowly take the clock time down for both sides. Get it down to a minute each. Oh, that's critical. That is critical. But maybe there's something you can do here. What if we cut the queen off? Open this diagonal. Oh, blunder time! He didn't see it. That's a bad miss. Well, not my problem. Now we are, well, it's still an even game. You shouldn't be too happy just yet, or don't get complacent just yet. The pawn is a big weakness. Yeah, I don't know. So where it's taking a bit of a risk here. Somehow I didn't play this part too cleanly, I have to admit. Especially if the knight comes in here, there could be a whole assortion of tactics that could come into play with the double knight check there, exploiting the spin. But he didn't take it, so let's take off one knight already. And let's centralize our queen. We are at risk of falling prey to some cheap shit on the back rank, which we don't want. So let's get this pin off, get the knight to a nice square, and then take it from there. I think this should be we should be content with. Now, key tip is to keep king and queen on opposite colored squares. Another key tip here is to try to make the opponent's king unsafe. He's got a fairly well secured position, but little moves here and there are gonna poke and prod holes and create minor weaknesses that we will attempt to exploit. And we'll start out with something like this, just to create a little bit of a ruckus. Otherwise, his knight outpost here is very solid, and the rooks can hold on to the weak spot. So, gotta be a bit careful. I mean, not careful, but a bit hostile and careful. Because here there would be the rook check. I wonder what could be good for white here. Pawn up seems very much on the cards. It looks like the chickens are going to come home to roost. I did lose a fairly critical central pawn, but still. Oh, that's a good move. I didn't see that. Did not see that. Okay, but we're still so far ahead on the time, and the queen is gonna invade. It's. Oh man! Oh man! Okay, what a shit show this game is, right? A real shit show. Just try to draw it like freaking wusses, you know. It's not gonna be easy to convert, but I know I would convert this easily. he didn't get the right technique with it. So yeah, the right technique just to finish it off effectively. Right here, just checkmate right there. It's one quick move or checkmate right here. So needed to invest that microsecond to just find it. He had enough time. But anyway, all in all, a pretty crap game on both sides. But maybe there's something to learn on how to play after being a piece short and how to be a little bit resilient and creative and keep the game complicated and yeah, perhaps there's something a lesson to be learned anyway. All right, cool.